name is Andrew.
My name is David.
My name is Haley.
And welcome to Three Peas in a Pot. And so I just want to start off with our first question. How's y'all's week been?
It's been good. I went out of town to San Antonio and all that. Went to all the anime stores I could find. And I won actually 2 action figures at a arcade.
Yeah, alright, that sounds fun. How about you?
It's been good, however, it's so hot lately.
I know, it's been really hot. Like yesterday it was 105 or something.
No, the highest we've been to was 111.
I know.
Tomorrow's gonna be 110.
I know.
God.
So I don't know when it's gonna cool down or if it's gonna cool down, but I'm excited for winter.
Yeah.
Winter, yes.
But yeah, it's yesterday. Whenever I was going out with my mom, we were going to the mall, and I went and I sat down, and we have fake leather seats in our car. I sat down, and I guess my shirt was a little up. So whenever I lay down, I just burnt my skin, and it was so bad. And my niece, she's staying with us this week, and she has where my mom's putting her in her car seat. Then she just goes ow and looks at my mom with this weird little like stare. And then my mom's like, "What's wrong?" She looks down. Her leg was touching the metal thing on the thing, so she got burned. And it's been so hot lately. Yesterday it was at 3 something. It was 3 is usually the peak. So it's 3 or 4 is whenever the peak of the heat starts, and it was 105 yesterday. Because I was asking my dad, and we had our ACs running in the house, and I was like, it was still hot in the house. I was like, why is it so hot? And he goes, oh no, I have the AC all the way up. It's 105 outside. I was like, man.
There's no way, cause that Sunday we were going back from a place. My sister, she got in the car. Oh my lord, it was hot for her. I was in the backseat where there was nothing but shadows, so I felt nothing. But the sun was shining on the car seat, and don't forget to mention that my sun visor, or my big brother's sun visor is melted. Completely
Melted? Wow.
Melted. So yeah, she went jumping up and down until she calmed down and just stayed up until it's cool, and then that's it. She just said, I'm dude, the heat here is horrible.
Yeah.
Really bad.
It's bad. But speaking of hot, the colleges in Texas are really blowing up, and it's starting to get warm because I think college season ended not long ago, and I think it's gonna start picking back up this year. It's the start of the next semester. So I'm excited to see what colleges in Texas are going to be going up. You're wearing a Longhorns jersey.
Yes.
So I'm excited because there's a lot of things going on in Texas right now. We're just getting bigger. A lot of people are coming down. Our colleges are going to start getting full. We're going to have a lot more people in college, and that's exciting. We have a lot of options here. We're a pretty big state, I think size-wise, I think we're the second biggest state. So we have a lot of options. And for instance, A&M would probably be my first pick. Personally, I don't think I'm gonna go to college, but A&M would be my first pick. University of Texas is also really good. I haven't looked into it, but if I were y'all, I would love to look into a college because it's important. Personally, I know what I'm gonna do. And it doesn't involve a degree. That's just that's my side of it. What's y'all's opinion? I was breaking the fourth wall a little bit.
No, the reason I'm laughing is because you had the serious doctor accent for a moment.
Yeah. But what are y'all's plans?
On college?
Yeah. If you don't have plans, there's no need to worry. Most of the time, if you're watching this, you're probably 17 or younger. You still have time to think. That's just how it goes.
Going?
You're not? That's fine. I don't think I am too. And unless God's like, hey, go to college, I'll probably just stay clear of it. But I do think it's important though. It does have its place, but some people can't afford it, and some people can't get. Could you give me the word where you just get to go for free?
A scholarship.
Yeah, some people just can't get scholarships. So I think it's important to go, but it's also about situation and stuff.
It's if you want to go to college, because even though you still won't go, you can still find a good job and earn a lot of money. But college will just basically boost your income and all that.
It can. So for me, my plan is to go to the oil field. My mind behind it is we're actually taking a Dave Ramsey masterclass, and one of the main points is to stay out of debt.
Yes.
And whenever you go to college, a lot of the time you have to take out a student loan debt, or you have to take out student loan, which leads to debt. And there's like, for instance, being a doctor, you have to pay a lot of student loans off, and even if you're making a lot of money, you still got to pay them off and stuff. So
Okay.
my mindset behind it is to just go straight to the oil field. They give pretty good money. A friend of mine, I don't think he will mind if I say this. He was going to sign a $1.2 million deal. He never did because God was calling him to something else. But for instance, there is options, and there's other places you can go to go make money.
Believe it or not, World War II brought us out of the Great Depression.
Yeah, no, it did. So basically what happened was, I'm going to dumb it down a lot because I don't want this to take up too much time, but we were going through a pretty bad drought
Yeah,
whenever it
like
came to money.
it started like at the 20s where
Yeah.
we were going up a bit until we like crashed down.
No, yeah, we had a recession, I think that's the term. So we had a recession, and because of World War II, we had a lot more workers because they were trying to supply people for supplies for the troops. Excuse me. And
And that actually became more jobs.
exactly, it opened up more jobs. We were importing a lot more, exporting a lot more, which was more lucrative. So, for instance, war, I'm never in support of war, but because it happened, I'm glad I did, because now the U.S. is like,
Who it is
we're
now,
good,
right?
yeah. But, well, anyways, let's talk about the co-op. I mean, that's kind of why we're here. I mean, the co-op, I'm really happy with the co-op. I have a lot of friends here, and I'm excited because, you know, doing work and stuff is all fun. But at the end of the day, socializing is pretty important for homeschoolers, and that's how you beat the stigma that homeschoolers are awkward. I mean, if you watch the first episode, the pilot, it was pretty awkward.
Yes.
All right, so we kind of fell into the stereotype there, but a lot of, like, for instance, it's not just us being homeschooled. We're not the select few. There was a lot of people throughout history. Simone Biles, I think she won gold this last Olympic
Yes.
run through, and she was homeschooled. We have Taylor Swift, and Tim Tebow, an all-time great in my opinion. He was a great quarterback. I think he played for the Broncos. I'm not sure. I don't really keep up with football, but I do know him because he's an amazing man of God, and he was homeschooled. So this is pretty great. But you know, like, there's a lot of advantages to homeschool. I mean, it's not just like, oh well, now you're just not gonna have any social skills. There's positives. I have a friend that he told me that he got a scholarship because he was homeschooled, and I'm like, well, that was amazing. And before then, I said, no, it's really hard to get scholarships, but it just so happens that there is advantages and negatives of course of being homeschooled. So if y'all could talk about y'all's experience, that'd be great.
In homeschooling,
Yeah.
it's really fun. It's more easier, more faster. They get straight to the point because in school, they start like talking about different stuff, and then they would get to like takes an hour to finish the subject. But for this one, they just get straight to the video. Like, all right, let's get to this.
I
That's
agree.
like 10 minutes.
I agree, but I mean, there is positives to school. I mean, I'm not just gonna sit here and knock public school. I mean, so I have dyslexia, and for a long time, I did not know.
You have what?
Dyslexia. So basically, sometimes words on the page will flip, and I'll end up reading a sentence completely wrong. So, for instance, I didn't know I had dyslexia until I went to a public school, and they actually put me with a specialist who helped me learn to read. For instance, my mom, she couldn't do that. But honestly, in my opinion, there is more positives to homeschool than there is public school. But public school does have government funding, so they can do a lot more. So, I mean, I just think it's cool how, like, in a lot of other countries, you don't have an option. Well, we're blessed, and we do get to choose. Like, oh, I want my kid to be homeschooled. Oh, I want my kid to go public school, or he can go to private. I mean, there's a lot of options. I've been to all three, and I can tell you, homeschool so far has been my favorite.
It is because you get to like go out all the time you want.
Yeah.
Like, you just get done, and like you can also like go ahead of time. Like, you know, like finish more early. Like, for example, if you're finishing the whole week in 2 days, and you have like the 3 days of this week to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I do. I finish like at least 2 days of work every day, and when I hit Wednesday, I have to do 1 day because that's Friday, and then Thursday, Friday, and that's it. I'm off.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, dude. My schedule's a little similar. I have a 3-day weekend, which is amazing. But for instance, my mom got me to do a lot of things that I enjoy instead of things that I don't like. I'm not a huge math guy. I can do math, I just don't like it. But instead, my mom substituted math, which I'm still going to be doing math, but for instance, the Dave Ramsey thing, because it's something that I can actually take and apply.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just feel like it's more hands-on
What-
and it's easier to learn
How do you do
from.
your homeschool on what program?
So right now, I'm just doing. I don't know. My mom just kind of tells me what to do and I do it. I don't know.
Oh my God.
It's easy. I really like it. I like it when people are direct with me and tell me what to do.
100.
It's fun.
You have a pad, right?
A pad? Yeah.
Like, do you do like any work on there? Cause like programming there.
It's
Like
more book stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, like she'll have me do like reading and writing and stuff on a
my
book.
program is a Celis.
Yeah.
It's a
Excelis?
yeah.
I used to do that one too. It's
She did. Oh.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh wait, why am I asking the camera? I don't know.
But you know, I'm just excited for this podcast to just kind of get off its feet. You know, like well, not get off, to get on its feet. Sorry, but you know, last time it was really hard, but now we have a little more direction, and I'm excited to see where this goes. I mean, it seems really fun, and so far I've been having a fun time. So, yeah, I mean, we're kind of off through our subjects, which is okay. I mean, now we can just actually ask direct questions. All right,
Yeah.
what's something that you want to do? Just like it doesn't have, it's just an experience.
Oh, I want to go shark diving. I want to get in a little cage and like you get underwater and like they put like shark food like underwater so like the sharks can come and you can actually like observe them.
Yeah. So I would love to do that, except I have one big problem. I'm terrified of sharks. It's not because I'm not scared that they're gonna eat me. I'm just scared because they're bigger than me, and I'm not a great swimmer.
Fear of sharks.
Well, no, it's not a fear of sharks. I'm just scared of what they'll do to me.
I mean,
what
no.
they can do.
If they
is
grab
scary.
you,
No,
you're still supposed to
they
punch them
eat
in
you?
the eye though.
They,
Really?
if it,
Yeah.
The reason why they ate you is because they mistake you as fish.
As a seal.
Yeah.
Because
No,
they
yeah.
see you far away. But if they're close to you, once they like get closer of you, then they'll see you're human. They'll just walk by you.
So what you
Because
said
at one point they're
is-
just gonna come at you
is-
like boom, get your leg.
is punch them in the eye, but what I heard is the nose because they have a lot of sensory
Yes.
stuff there, or the
The
more.
gills too.
Yeah,
They
if
have
you
gills?
just grab them, it's basically punching them in the lungs, which is
Yeah.
it sounds hilarious. It's sad, but it's I mean
Like punch it down.
exactly.
Like that.
They'll just be gasping for water because they don't really breathe
I
air.
think I also know that if you wear certain colors to the ocean, like they're attracted to certain colors.
Yeah, so I mean,
Red?
I don't really know what color.
I don't know what colors, but
I
I know
don't
they're
know
certain
either.
they're attracted
I won-
to some certain colors.
I wonder if like blue would be alright because I mean they're blue.
I love sharks. They're like one of my favorite sea
white.
animals. Like
Yeah,
I'd
no.
love to see
I
one.
mean they're cool. There's some animals that I'd rather just not see in person because they scare me a little bit. Alligators and crocodiles are one of them. They just scare me. They're just big, and I'm like, for instance, I'm not scared of horses, but they are bigger than me, and I have to keep in mind that they're
So
bigger
you
than
have a
me.
fear of people being bigger than you?
Yeah.
Well, you're really tall.
You're
I
big,
am, but
dude.
it's just it's intimidating seeing something so big right in front of you that it
not
kind of
really
freaks me
for me.
out.
Not
But,
really.
which is fine. I mean, it's my thing, you know. It just kind of freaks me out sometimes, but other than that, I like animals. They're pretty cool.
I would really want to meet a polar bear if they wouldn't eat me.
No, that would be really
Because
fun.
they're so tall too.
So they do a thing that's like a shark, like a shark cage, and they put you in this big old plexiglass box.
For polar bears?
Yeah, it's this like, well actually it's not big. It's just this little box, and it has like a cage. Have you ever seen like race cars and they have that like these like metal poles in the inside? So whenever they flip, okay. So basically, race cars have a metal like metal frame in the car. So
Okay.
if they were to flip, it wouldn't just crush the driver. It would just
Oh, okay.
it's like
Yeah.
it's a
Like
support.
just slid.
Yeah, exactly. So there is something like that for polar bears, and they have that little metal frame on plexiglass. So they would just like put something in front, and then the polar bear would come up. And I saw a video, and the polar bear's attacking the glass and stuff.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, that's why I'm scared of big animals. 'Cause-
But that would be low key cool, like
Oh,
to
yeah.
like see the polar bear like up close.
yeah, but you know, polar bears are just they're the scariest bear in my opinion. Like other bears.
They're the biggest and most aggressive bear
Yeah.
too.
So I mean, other like for instance, grizzlies, they eat fish, but they also eat berries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Polar bears, where they live, there is no berries,
Yeah.
so they just eat meat.
They're carnivores.
Exactly. So if you move your food, I mean,
Like I wouldn't
So
wanna.
yeah, grizzly bears are like omnivores,
omnivores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and polar bears are carnivores.
Exactly.
Cause like I don't think they can eat snow.
No.
They,
mean, at least
that's
humans
that's
can't,
their
but-
water. That's their water.
Well, I mean, there is water, but I mean, it's kind of, well, it's not really. Yeah, it's an island.
Wait,
No, it's not. It's,
how can you eat
it's
snow if it's dirty?
People can't. Animals are they're a little special, you know. For instance, I can't drink out of the tap, but my dog can. I mean, I'll just get my dog sink water and then it'll drink it. I can't do that, even though I do. I can't. But it also depends on like immune system and stuff, so it's person to person. But I mean, animals are pretty cool, and
speaking of
caging would be really fun.
Speaking of animals, have you ever seen those shorts on YouTube of 3 guard dogs protecting barns?
Of what?
What?
Guard dogs protecting barns. Have you seen
No,
those? They were
I
cool.
haven't.
They're cool.
I saw a video though, and it was a clip from another podcast, and basically it was this. I don't remember what dog breed it was, but it was like it was protecting the sheep, and it ended up like a bunch of coyotes came out, and it was like 20 versus 1, and he ended up like hunting them all down, and I know that sounds really dark, but it was just really cool.
Was it a
No,
pit
it
bull?
wasn't a pit.
Like how does it look like?
Was
It was
it
like probably Siberian.
Okay.
What a Siberian Mastiff, I think.
Those are
I could be
big.
wrong. No, they're big. And
Huge?
it like hunted them down. And I just think it's crazy because I don't think it would have existed if it wasn't for people. You know? Like,
Are those,
for
like,
instance,
really
there's
huge
some
dogs?
animals that shouldn't exist, but they do because of people.
what
Like
kind
pugs.
of dogs are those?
Siberian.
Yeah.
So they're just really big dogs,
They're
dude.
big.
Giants, and guys see them as giants or what?
I don't know about giants. They're not Clifford, but they are really big. I mean, if not that big. Most of the time, the ones that I've seen, yet again, those are the big ones.
Like
And
imagine just going to your house, you adopt one, and in the middle of the night you just see that big thing come in like that, looking
that
everyone
would
and
be
licks you.
scary. Yeah, but
Imagine in the camera mode, you're just gonna see white eyes coming out of nowhere and just peek in the door.
Do y'all have pets, like animals?
I do. I have 2 dogs.
I have only one dog. It's a pug.
A pug?
pug.
A fat.
Pugs are so
It's a
cute.
fat female pug. We call it a cow.
That's funny.
No, my brother calls it a cow because it's really fat and breathes really loud.
So
Wow.
we have a mutt. I mean, she's just kind of like a random breed.
Really fat pug. Oh my god.
Because so basically the story of how we got her was her mom came over and she had puppies, and then we just took care of the mom and the puppies, and we just got rid of the other ones. No, that sounds messed up, but we got rid of the other puppies and we kept her, and she's been with us for about 6 years, which is impressive because she's a ranch dog, and that's really hard for ranch dogs to live that long, from my experience. So she's like 6 now.
Oh, wow.
And then we have another puppy, and she's like a Belgian Shepherd. So she looks like a German Shepherd, but so we live on the border, right?
Mm-hmm.
So have you ever seen the Border Patrol dogs?
The Belgian Malinois?
Canines?
Yes,
Yeah.
she looks like a Malinois, but she's not. I don't know. So she's like really short haired, unlike a Shepherd, like a German Shepherd. But yeah, so
My dogs, the first time I've saw them, was the fat pug I have right now is Cochise. Her name is Cochise. She was skinnier back then.
I think they all start skinny.
She had a friend named Ozzy, another pug. That one went with my cousin, I think. And then after he was gone with my cousin, we had another dog named Walter. That one went somewhere, and then
oh wow.
we had another. It's a black puppy. Her name is Polly or Holly.
Okay.
That one gone again.
Oh,
Oh, man.
no.
Okay, let's stop.
I have 2 dogs. Like, one's like, they're both Boston Terriers. One is like Chaparita, she's short. Then one's like giant and fat. Her name's Moo. She resembles, when she rolls on her stomach, she resembles a pig. Cause like,
Yeah,
she likes to roll on mud and like stuff.
I like them. I like those type of dogs. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot the name immediately. I heard it. I was like, oh yeah, it was a boxer. No, terrier.
Boston Terrier.
Boston Terrier. See, I'm terrible with breeds and stuff because there's
We
just
used to
so
have
many.
Boxer and they're so sweet.
I know. I want to get a boxer, but I also want. See, I'm just terrible with names. There's. I'm just gonna. Okay. A bulldog. It's.
We used to have a bulldog
Yeah.
too. They're
No, they're
chunky.
big. They're big.
No,
but they're funny.
my grandma's house, we have like a pit bull there.
Oh really?
A pit bull?
I like
her
pit
name,
bulls,
her
man.
name is Bella.
Bella?
Oh, her tail hurts. She wiggles it when she goes to the water. You can hear it
So
like gunshots. Like, that's enough, Bella. When she hits you, you're just gonna hear like smacks.
nah, yeah, dude. I like pit bulls. I like pit bulls though. Pit bulls they're really fun.
Like I'm always like this. why does it hurt? Why does her tail hurt so much
Yeah.
when
They're
it hits
really
against my
strong
leg?
dogs.
No, they're really nice, but you know what else is nice? This podcast, and I just like to say this was really fun, y'all. It was really fun to talk to y'all about just everything. Really, this kind of went off the walls, but thank you for joining Three Peas in a Pod, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
See you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.